Hey everybody, this is Isaiah Block. I'm a real estate broker with Century 21. Today we're going to talk about how to make your offer strong in a very competitive market, which we're in right now. We're going to talk about a few different tips to help you structure your offer, to help when you're going up against competing buyers for the same property. The first tip is including a cover letter. What a cover letter does is provide some context for you as the buyer to the seller of who you are, what your intentions are for the property, and why you're a good candidate for the seller to choose you over other buyers. It really helps with appealing to their emotional aspect of selling a home, which a lot of sellers do get attached to their home, and so they want to sort of find the right person to take over their property, so to speak. The cover letter, it seems like a small detail, but it's proven to be very effective, and I have won offers for clients based on the cover letter and how the seller responded to what the contents of the letter were. With contingencies, there's many that appear on the purchase contract, and while we never recommend to eliminate any contingencies, we can, if you're in a competitive bid, you can shorten timeframes for certain contingencies, and you should be able to still do your due diligence, complete whatever inspections or reviews of documents that you need to do within that time frame. But from the seller's perspective, it shows that by shortening the time frame to complete the contingency, you're working towards closing at a diligent pace. You want to move on. You want to eventually have your end goal of closing on the property rather than dragging out time frames that don't need to be dragged out. The lender is going to have a big say on when you can actually close, because the money is coming from them when you're borrowing. So if you can give your lender a heads up and say that you are trying to win an offer and you want to submit or you want to go for a shorter closing time, which all sellers love, then see how fast the lender can close the loan and then put that into your offer. So if you can, 45 days is standard in this market. If you can do faster than 45 days, you should be ahead of the curve when it comes to other buyers that are also borrowing. An escalation clause is a good idea if you know that there are a lot of offers all being submitted around the same time. In this market in Hawaii, oftentimes you see good listings, one open house, and then they'll have a deadline for offers the next day, in which case you can find out, we always call the listing agent, find out how many offers they have on hand. And if there are many offers there, we can suggest to put an escalation clause. And what that means basically is that you're willing to match the highest offer that they received, which you won't have knowledge of while you're submitting the offer, but your offer will say you'll match that price and beat it by whatever amount of money you want to. Usually we suggest about $1,000. That way you'll know if you really want the property and you're okay with the budget going over asking. You can be in the game, so to speak, by matching the highest priced offer and going a little bit above, which if a seller is going for highest price possible, they're going to want to select your offer. Another tip we recommend is increasing the amount of an initial earnest money deposit you put in if your offer is accepted. You can show on the contract that you're willing to put a little bit more skin in the game than normal. This deposit is usually due right after your contract is accepted and it's put into escrow. And it shows the seller that, hey, we want to put some money down before we even get close to closing. And you can put in a higher than normal amount to show the seller that you're serious. So those are some recommendations about how to strengthen your offer in a really competitive market. If you're interested in finding out more about the offering process, please feel free to contact us. You can DM us or give us a call directly. My name is Isaiah Block with Century 21. Thanks and have an awesome day.